Good morning students. In the last class we have learnt about the new plants that grows from the stem, root and leaves, right? I have given you the activity. Hope you all done that. If you have completed, take a snap and send it to the school WhatsApp number. Let's enter into the lesson. Today we are going to discuss about the crops. You know what is meant by crops? Crops are plants that are grown by the farmers. There are different kinds of crops that are grown in the different season, and kinds of crops are grown in the particular place with it depends upon the availability of the water and the soil and the climate. Let's see some example. The first example is paddy. Paddy is grown in the clay soil and it is grown in the warm coastal regions with the high amount of rainfall. And the second example is jowar and ragi. They need only little amount of rainfall and it is grown in the sandy soil. See, based upon the growing period, the crops are divided into kharif and rabi. Let's see about kharif crops. The kharif crops are grown from June month to October month and they sown on the rainy season. And let's see what are the kharif crops. You can see here rice, corn, soya bean, sugarcane, cotton, groundnut are the kharif crops. Let's see about rabi crops. The rabi crops that are grown from November till April and they are sown on the winter season. Let's see what are the rabi crops. You can see here wheat and pulses and potato are grown in the winter season. Let's see about agriculture. You know what is meant by agriculture? Agriculture is the science of growing the crops. Here, for healthy and good crops, the farmers are doing so much procedures. Let's see one by one. Here in this picture you can see the first procedure is till the soil and add the manure. Here in the olden days the tilling was done by humans, but here in the modern days it is replaced by the machines. The second procedure is to sow the good quality seeds. Third one is to irrigate water in proper intervals. And this is the time where the crops and the weeds starts to grow. Here they are removing the weeds. Weeds means the wild plants from the field. Next procedure is to spray chemicals, that is pesticides, to avoid the plant pest, that is insects and fungus that may destroy the plants. That's why they are spraying the pesticides. There are two types of pesticides, that is organic and inorganic. Organic pesticides that helps to grow the plants and also it is not contaminated to the soil. But if you are spraying the chemical pesticides, that is inorganic pesticides that contaminate the soil as well as the water and air, and it is unhealthy for the humans. The next procedure is to protect from the grazing animals. You know what is meant by grazing animals? Grazing animals are animals which eat grass, that is goat, sheep, cow, buffalo, all these are grazing animals. So here they are protecting it with the fence. And the last procedure is to harvest. Here they harvest the mature crops from the field and they will store it in the proper place till they sell it in the market. Let's see the storage of the harvested crops. Here you can see it is not possible to sell all the crops that they have harvested, right? So they keep it in the proper suitable place with the proper conditions. Every different crops are stored in a different place. You can see here the fruits and the vegetables that are stored in the cold storage. In this picture you can see the dry grains and the pulses are stored in a large room called granaries. So, that is all about this unit. So, hope you all understood about the crops and the types of crops, about the agriculture and the storage of harvested crops. Let us enter into the exercise. The first exercise is tick the correct option. The first one is the outer part of the seed is called dash. Options are seed leaf, seed coat, seedling and shoot. You can tick the correct answer here. We will discuss the answers later. The second one, plants that produce seeds with two cotyledons are called monocotyledon, dicotyledon, tetracotyledons and polycotyledons. Third one, when a seed germinates, the first part to grow is the radicle, shoot, branch, leaf. Fourth one, a fern plant grows from a seed, spore, corn or leaf. Fifth one, the baby plant inside the seed is also called the seed leaf, embryo, cutting or seedling. Sixth one, seeds of the desert rose plant are dispersed by wind, water, explosion or by animals. Hope you all completed it. Let us discuss the answer. The first one, the outermost part of a seed is called seed coat. The second one, plants that produce seeds with two cotyledons are called dicotyledons. Third one, when a seed germinates, the first part to grow is the radicle. Fourth one, a fern plant grows from a spore. Fifth one, the baby plant inside the seed is also called as embryo. Sixth one, seeds of the desert rose plant are dispersed by wind. Okay, move on to the second exercise, that is fill in the blanks. While I read the question, you can write the answer in the given space. Let us discuss the answer later. The first one, the two leaf-like structures in a bean seed are called dash. Second one, the new banana plants grow from their dash. Third one, seeds of dandelion are dispersed by dash. Fourth one, a tea plant can be grown by planting its dash. Fifth one, kharif crops are sown in dash. Let us see the answers. The first one, the two leaf-like structures in a bean seed are called cotyledons. Second one, new banana plants grow from their underground stem. Third one, seeds of dandelion are dispersed by wind. Fourth one, a tea plant can be grown by planting its stem cuttings. Fifth one, kharif crops are sown in monsoons. Let us move on to the third Roman letter, that is answer the following questions in one sentence. You can see here, you can copy that in your science notebook with the proper date. The first one, what does a seedling need to grow into a healthy plant? A seedling needs water, proper temperature, oxygen and light to grow into a healthy plant. Second one, name some trees which produce cones. Cedars, firs and pines produce cones. Third question, what are rabi and kharif crops? Crops that are grown from November to April that is winter season, are called rabi crops, and the crops that are grown from June to October, that is on the monsoon season, are called kharif crops. And the fourth question, what are granaries? Granaries are large rooms where dry grains and pulses are stored. Let us move on to the fourth Roman letter, that is answer the following in 2 or 3 sentences. First one, explain the process of germination of seeds with a labeled diagram. When a seed receives correct amount of warmth, air and water, the baby plant embryo in the seed begins to grow. The seed absorbs the water, the seed coat splits and the radicle emerges first and develops into the roots. Later, the plumule emerges and develops into stem with leaves. In this picture, you can copy it in your science notebook. You can see here, this is embryo and the brown part is called seed coat, and you can see the cotyledon, and you can see the foliage leaf, that is the first leaves. The second question, describe 2 ways of seed dispersal, that is wind and water. Wind. Many seeds are carried away by the wind to places far away from the mother plant. Some of these fall on the ground, get covered with soil and germinate when it rains. Water. Seeds of plants that grow in or near water bodies and are carried by water to different places. Third question, list steps followed by farmers to grow crops. The farmers first till the soils and add manure to the field. They sow seeds of good quality and irrigate the crops. They protect the crops from pests, weeds and grazing animals. And when the crops are ripe, harvest the crops and store till the produce is sold in the market. Fourth question, how do non-flowering plants produce new plants? Describe it with an example. Trees such as cedars, firs and pines are non-flowering plants. They produce cones with seeds. The seeds give rise to new plants. That's all about the question answers. Now let us move on to the higher order thinking skills. Here you can observe the picture and you can answer the questions below. The first one, A and B are seeds of papaya. Which seeds do you think will germinate, A or B? You can see in the picture the A seeds of fresh ripe papaya, and the B picture it says dry seeds of a ripe papaya. So just imagine which seeds will ripe. You can tick the correct answer. Second question, seeds of chana gram are placed in 2 bowls. Which seeds do you think will not germinate, A or B? You can see in the A picture seeds are kept in the water, and in the B picture seeds on moist cotton wool. So which will not germinate? You can tick the correct answer. And the third one, why are seedlings in A healthy? In the A picture you can see the seedlings which are kept in the sunlight. while in the B picture, seedlings kept in the dark. So, let us see the reasons. Here you can see the first one, seeds A will not germinate since they have too much of water. They would decay. You can copy all this in your science textbook. Second one, seeds in bowl A will not germinate because they are kept in the water and hence it will not get the air. Third one, seedlings A are healthy since they were kept in the sunlight and they got sufficient sunlight. Seedlings B were kept in the dark and did not get enough light, hence they are pale in color. Let us see value based question. Farmers work hard to grow food crops. Do you value their work? You can relate these questions with your own lifestyle. The first one, do you eat all kinds of vegetables and fruits? Yes, you must eat it. The second one, do you waste food? No, you should not waste food. Third one, do you value food? Yes, you should value the food because so many people, they are not getting enough food, right? So, you should value the food. In the next page, you can see the activity zone. You can read the activity and you can do according to that. And the next one is project zone. Here they have given clearly, you can obtain the seeds and you can plant it. After 5 days, you can take a snap and send it to the school WhatsApp number. Next, in this chapter, we are going to see about a great scientist. You can see here, he is M.S. Swaminathan and he is known as the father of Green Revolution. You know why? Because he did lot of research about the high yield varieties of wheat and the rice seeds. So, as he advised, the seeds were planted in the fields of India and after that they brought the great increase in the production of the good grains in India. So, that is why he is called as the father of Green Revolution. So, hope you all understood this. We have completed the first chapter. So, see you all in the next class. Take care. Bye.